One of the things that I enjoyed most about attending a segregated school, Hamilton High, in Memphis, when I got to Memphis, was that the school had a wonderful glee club, great teachers, and I remember the glee club teacher saying to me one day, you know, we have a group that does contemporary music in various places throughout the community, and the group has just lost its lead singer. Would you be interested in trying out for the position? And I did, and signed on with the group as their first female lead singer. And the glee club teacher thought, well, you know, you guys sound pretty good. And she knew about the local talent contest, and there were many in Memphis at that time. This particular one was on Beale Street. And she said, why don't I sign you up for a competition? And she did, and we performed, and we won first place. And the prize for the first place winner was an opportunity to audition at Stax Records to be considered for an artist contract. I'm not certain that I really knew what Stax Records was prior to that time. I knew who some of the artists were, having heard them on the radio, Booker T and the MGs and Otis Redding and Rufus and Carla Thomas, but I didn't have an appreciation of Stax significance even at that time as it related to Motown and Chess and the other record labels. I just didn't know anything about the music industry. Loved music, always had, but I guess I just sort of fell into the opportunity. The opportunity was available. I took advantage of it. I did have an opportunity after having recorded a couple of records to tour with some of the Stax artists throughout the South, Macon, Georgia, and some other places throughout the South. And it was not a pleasant experience at all. It became very apparent to me that life for even Black superstars on the road was the most difficult one. There were not living accommodations readily available to them. There were no restaurants along the way where they could go in and eat. If they were to get gasoline at a service station, they couldn't use the restroom. The travel experiences along the highway for any Black person in an automobile that might have been new or looked expensive it could be a harrowing experience. Artists, and not just artists, any Black person traveling up and down 61 Highway in Mississippi in particular and throughout the South might be stopped at any given time by a mean-spirited sheriff hiding in a cotton field, just waiting to stop a traveler. And so for the Black artist, if they didn't know somebody in those little towns where they could spend the night or where they could get a good meal, the travel conditions were most difficult. And I didn't enjoy that. I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't have the stamina for it. I just didn't have the desire to. I didn't want a career in the industry that necessitated my going through those changes in order to be on a stage. But I'm glad that I had the experience, because I did develop a greater appreciation for the difficulties, for the challenges that Black entertainers experienced as they were trying to make it in the recording industry during the 60s, the early 60s.